If you're serious about finding the best broker to help you invest smarter with low fees, Moomoo or Fidelity might seem like your top picks, but this is where the real risk hides. So, after thoroughly testing both of them side by side, I found a shocking split. One platform is packed with tools that can supercharge your profits at zero commissions, and the other is great, but I think it's overrated and might be quietly costing you more. So, here's what you need to know to choose wisely. The truth about Moomoo versus Fidelity is pretty simple. They're built for two completely different types of people, and if you pick the wrong one, you're leaving money on the table. Moomoo is built from the ground up for the active trader and the self-directed investor who wants power and insight. It feels like a command center. You get professional-grade tools like advanced real-time charts, level 2 market data, and extended trading hours right at your fingertips, and mostly for free. It's designed for someone who doesn't just want to place an order, but wants to understand the why behind every move and have the data to act on it instantly. But don't just take my word for it. When I looked at what most Moomoo users are saying, one long-term investor perfectly captured the platform's all-in-one appeal with what he said here. He said that Moomoo is one of the best all-rounder trading apps around, a one-stop shop for trading, news, analysis, tools, resources, and advanced features. He specifically highlighted the smooth UI, which is super important when you need to move quickly. Another user who's been on the platform since 2022 talked about how it serves both new and experienced traders. He said it provides plentiful resources for anyone who's new and wants to learn or practice trading, mentioning features like forums and paper trading. He also praised the real-time news updates and the rewarding points system, calling the app one of a kind. Fidelity, on the other hand, is built for the long-term investor who values stability, a massive range of investment options like mutual funds, ETFs, and a comprehensive retirement plan across anything else. So here's what you actually need to know. The market has changed, right? Speed, data, and intuitive tools aren't just nice to haves anymore. You can't just use a spreadsheet and then nothing else. You need to have these tools to capture opportunities. They're essential. That's where I found a clear split between these two. Moomoo is aggressively focused on giving you those tools to compete today. And Fidelity, while incredibly solid and has a lot of history, it often feels like it's optimized for a different, slower-paced era of investing. Alright, now that we've seen how they differ and who they appeal to, let's look at what you're actually getting when you sign up. I tested every major feature on both sides, and this is where Moomoo versus Fidelity really separates. So Moomoo doesn't just give you like a trading ticket, it gives you a research lab, a risk simulator, and an AI co-pilot, often bundled into a very competitive price, most times even free. You'll have to check the exact price through the link below. But let's start with one of my absolute favorite features, Moomoo's Paperfolio tool. So this isn't just some simple paper trading. Paperfolio lets you create this simulated portfolio with up to 50 stocks across the US, Hong Kong, China, and other global markets. So you can test entire investment themes or sector strategies all at once, seeing how a basket of stocks performs together without using your real money. For an active trader or someone building a strategy, this is a game changer. But the charts are where you'll spend most of your time. The charting in Moomoo is really powerful and transparent, so you can add over 60 technical indicators, you can draw trend lines, and everything is incredibly responsive. Then there's the Moomoo AI and the AI Monitor. The AI feature quickly summarizes key stock info, earnings call highlights, and risk factors, and other things as well, and then you can look deeper into that. The AI Monitor itself scans the entire market in real time for unusual activity, big volume spikes, and sudden price moves, and it surfaces them to you immediately so you can basically look at exactly when the big move or unusual activity happens. So unlike manually setting like 100 different alerts, this tool does all the hunting for you. I've caught several breakout moves early simply because this monitor flagged them. In the fast-paced world of trading, this kind of automated intelligence is a massive advantage. Another powerful tool is trend projection. It's based on a core idea of technical analysis. History often rhymes, so you can select a stock's recent chart pattern, and the system will scan for other stocks that show a similar pattern in the past, and then show you what happened next. This is the kind of pro tool that you typically pay hundreds for on specialized platforms, but here it is, integrated. For those who follow the smart money, the institutional tracker is gold. It shows you what hedge funds and big institutions are buying and selling based on their mandatory SEC filings. This feature alone can form the basis of a solid investment strategy, just copying what the wealthiest people do, learning from the portfolios of billion-dollar managers, and choosing what you want to buy and sell based on their motions. Alright, now let's talk about making your money work even harder. Their Smart Save tool automatically invests your idle cash into a money market fund. So even your uninvested cash isn't just sitting there, it's earning a competitive yield, but it's still super fluid and easy to put directly into the stock market when you need to. And it's seamless. The cash remains available as buying power whenever you need. Then there's the dividend reinvestment plan, which automatically reinvests your dividends into more shares, helping you just compound your growth over and over again effortlessly. These features all show that Moomoo is thinking about every angle of your portfolio efficiency. But again, don't just take my word for it. The user reviews on these features are super telling, and you can learn a lot from what people are saying about a program. One user said that the platform strikes a perfect balance, offering powerful tools like real-time data and advanced charts in an incredibly user-friendly interface. Another user highlighted the extended trading hours as a game changer for them that gives an additional edge while trading. So this seems to be the common theme. Moomoo is constantly citing for giving trading users an edge in the market. Even on communities like Reddit, where someone asks for a platform for both stocks and crypto, you have this user who replied that he switched to Moomoo and it's been really smooth so far. He added that the interface also feels cleaner to him, and I think, yeah, a lot of this independent third-party validation does matter. Go through the reviews yourself. None of this is marketing. It's real user experience aligning with what the platform most of the time promises and what my experience has been so far. Now, comparing this to Fidelity's core features is where the split becomes very obvious. Fidelity's features are super robust, they have a long history in the market, but they're different. They're for a different person. They excel in planning and advice, offering managed accounts with their Fidelity Go tool and strong retirement tools. Here's a user review that I came across, which highlighted their strength really well. The user said that he had a great experience with his investments and noted that everything works well. However, he immediately followed up with a crucial detail. He mentioned that it does take about a week to set up your account with them, which is longer than some other brokers. And this is where part of the comparison becomes really telling. So in a world where you can sign up and start trading on platforms like Moomoo in under a day, a week-long setup can feel like a relic of a slower, more bureaucratic era. And it symbolizes a key difference. Moomoo is built for speed and agility, so for the active trader, that agility isn't just convenient, it's essential. While Fidelity offers really excellent tools for managing established wealth, sometimes it can feel a bit slower, and the setup is slower, and Moomoo provides the dynamic tools that you need to build it faster in the first place, and just speed up as you trade more constantly. But of course, neither of these platforms is going to be perfect for anyone. So to make the best choice in your Moomoo versus Fidelity decision, you're going to need to know some of the potential downsides. For Moomoo, I didn't across much myself, but the most common critique I saw isn't about its power, but about its abundance. One user put it perfectly, saying that the app is a little confusing, but it's all functional. There's just a lot there. The app has recently gotten very big with a lot of extra tools, but this user wishes that there was a light version just back with the basics. I've kind of felt this myself. When you have this many powerful tools packed into one app, there can be a learning curve. Maybe they should change the price based on the different tools that you get, but the interface itself is just super dense with data. So it's not confusing because it's bad or anything. It's just confusing because there's a lot of features and they're all packed next to each other. So maybe the organization can use some work. But I think the trade-off is clear. You get all this incredible depth, but you do need to spend a little bit of time learning where everything is and how to use them. Now, for Fidelity, the downsides that I found in user reviews were a bit more concerning. One user reported a deeply troubling experience for them, stating that Fidelity closes their accounts for no reason and refuses to discuss it. He then recommended that you avoid doing business with Fidelity, so he did not have a great experience with them. Another user made this serious claim about their advisory role, saying that Fidelity is not a fiduciary company, although they claim that they are. He added that you're always better off on your own. So yeah, I do have to say Fidelity is this colossal, highly regulated institution, and such severe experiences do seem to be outliers compared to their millions of users, and there are more criticisms about the functions and the way things are organized, but I thought these fit when I put them here. In today's world, seeing these kinds of reviews questioning fundamental trust issues like account stability and fiduciary duty, it can be a significant red flag that you don't see with the same frequency on newer tech-focused platforms like Moomoo. But make sure to go through the reviews and make sure that you are okay with the amount of issues that people are running into before you sign up to any platform. It's always good to do your research. So for a platform handling your entire life savings, though, I think the amount of doubt that gives me is something that everyone should at least be aware of. In my testing, Moomoo's process felt more transparent and modern, and I didn't encounter any foundational trust barriers. And when it comes to pricing for Moomoo versus Fidelity, both offer zero commissions on stock and ETF trades, which is the industry standard now. Where it gets interesting is in the value proposition. Moomoo often provides its advanced tools like level 2 data, extended hours trading, and the AI features for free, or in a very competitively priced premium tier that isn't much more than free. So you're really paying for a powerful trading technology, and many people find the value exceptional for the cost. Check that link in the description for their latest detailed pricing and current promo deals. I'll keep it updated so you always get the best sign-up offers available. So, after all of this testing and this breakdown between Fidelity versus Moomoo, where does that leave us? Which platform lives up to the hype as a game changer? Well, kind of both, but I think more so if your goal is to actively grow your portfolio, to have every modern tool from AI scanners to institutional tracking and advanced simulation and plenty of other at your disposal to find that edge and to get ahead of the rest of the people in the market, then I think Moomoo is the clear winner here. Moomoo, it's not just about keeping up, it's defining what modern trading platform should look like and what tools it should have and what it should be. It's at the forefront of that. It delivers on the promise of being a game changer for the proactive investor. Fidelity is also great, but I recommend Moomoo. So if you want to get started, check the link in the description of this video. You can explore their features and any current offers available and let them know that we sent you.